This is the Shawn Yankey Show.
And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
Today, we've had a national tragedy. 2 airplanes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack.
This episode of the Shawn Yankey Show is being brought to you by the support of viewers like me. We realize the importance of independent media and truth in this time of mass deceit and propaganda. We have decided to fight for and support it to keep it alive. You can help us in this fight for truth. Contribute at patreon.com/Shawn Yankey. Thanks for coming to the show. It'll begin soon.
Live your dreams. If you want something in this life, go and get it. Stop telling yourself no. You can have these things that you want in this life. You can live the life that you want and even be the person that you have always wanted to be. You can live your dreams if you believe that you can. Start there. Every journey has a beginning, and if you want to accomplish anything in life, you have got to change your mindset first, because you can't do anything until your mind is on board. You got to be on the same page, but once you get your mind on the same page, there is nothing that you can't accomplish. You have got to start by taking control of your thoughts. Change your mind from one that tells you over and over why you can't have what you want, and even tries its best to get you to accept less from this life than what you deserve, into one that finds a way that you can have what you want, and more importantly, knows that you deserve it. So you end up talking yourself out of things, convincing yourself that you're not worthy, that you can't have that, and you learn and teach yourself to accept less. But really, that's just your mind protecting you from danger. You may get your feelings hurt if you try this. You may fail. You may fall on your face. You may get embarrassed, publicly even. People might see it. It's your mind's job to protect you. It's looking out for you. Don't do it. It's risky. At the same time, though, it dreams. It wanders off and it thinks of these big things that it wants, but it's told you can't have. We can dream about them. It's okay to have your dreams. Our mind is always busy. It's our body's operating system, and learning to control it instead of it controlling you is key to living your dreams. And you can live your dreams. You can do what you want and live the life that you want, and you can start right now. You don't need anyone's permission either, only your own. You have got to learn to tell yourself yes, because enough is stacked against you without you adding on to it. Be your own biggest fan, not your biggest enemy. Pump yourself up. Be a cheerleader for you. Life itself, all these negative influences that surround us in it, And these skeptical, defeated people will do all they can to break your spirit and your will, and they will keep you down if you let them. Don't let them. They say things are impossible. They tell you can't do it. Well, they're right about that. It's impossible for them because they believe that. You've changed your mind. You don't think that way anymore. You reject those kind of thoughts. You only focus on positive, what helps you move forward, what you can gain from, what benefits you, and reject the rest. Live your dreams. That's how you do it. You get on the right path to heading towards them. Forget all this other shit around you that's saying no, and scream back, yes. Yes, I can have better. Yes, I can be better. And yes, I deserve better. Say this to yourself over and over and over again until you fucking believe it to your core. Then monitor your thoughts when they drift to defeat and pull them back on course to work for you. Now, this may take you some time to master, but that's okay. Because once you get it, you got it, and the rest will fall into place. But this really is that important. You have got to fix your head first. You have to. Start with anything else, and you're going to fail. You and your mind have got to be working together, or it will actively work against you. But if you master this, you will live your dreams from that point forward. I am not bullshitting you. This is not a lie. This is truth. You have made it from the moment that you decide that you're going to. No matter what it is you're trying to do, from the moment that you've set your mind and decided, I am going to do this. No matter what gets in my way, I'm going to make this happen. You have achieved it. It's only a matter of time from that point on. From that point on, if you live in your truth and move forward towards your goal with your head held high, you fucking made it. You already at that point, the beginning of your path, have accomplished more than most ever do. Ever. Yeah, some get lucky. Some have blessed lives, but no one is truly successful without controlling their thoughts and making their mind work for them. It is your mind. It's part of your body. Do not let anyone ever convince you that you can't do anything, that you don't deserve better, that you will fail. But for damn sure, make sure it's not you doing that. Be your own biggest fan. Leave the hating to the haters and focus on improving you. It's not even selfish to become this way. Being more introspective is going to make you a better person in every single way possible. Just by making you incredibly aware of your own thoughts and actions, you're going to improve. Because you're going to start seeing your own bullshit, and you're going to have to own it and take responsibility for it and make corrections and adjust. But be honest with yourself, and you will find your gifts. You will find your truth and purpose. We all have one. We are all born with a gift inside of us, a thing that makes you, you. You may not have discovered it yet, but I promise you that it's there. Find it and live in it. And live your dreams. That is how you do it. Find what you love. Find what you want to do. Find the world you want and create it. Live your dreams. Reach for what you want. Because what is the worst thing that could happen? You could fail. Well, what happens if you do nothing? If you just sit on your hands, sit comfortably where you are, fail too then, don't you? What it really comes down to is, are you going to get hurt? Are you in danger physically? Well, are you happy? Or can you change it? If you can, and you're not going to get hurt, and you aren't in any real danger, and your mind is really just trying to protect you from shame and failure, then just fucking do it. Live your dreams. Tell yourself yes, because you only get one go round on this ride, and you don't want to get to the end of it carrying regrets from a life unlived. So live your dreams right now, from this moment, and start in your own mind. You have to fix your house from within, then set out on your path to kick this world's ass instead of it happening the other way around. Thanks for watching this video. And if you liked it and you found value in it and it helped you in some way and feel it's important for someone else to hear, please share it out so that they will. But live your dreams. Go for the life you want. What do you have to lose? Thanks for watching, guys. Hey, everybody, get in here. It is time again for the Shawn Yankey Show. We started with the video tonight. That was Live Your Dreams from the Shawn Yankey Show Motivational Collection. If you like that and you want to hear more like that, check them all out on our Gab TV channel. I'm going to put the link in the live for everybody here so you can find all of our videos. This is where they live, is on Gab TV. But welcome to the show. We are live right now, and we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. On YouTube, we're in trouble, so we are on our backup channel, Me on Things and Stuff. And it's our second show on VK, and we're right there on Facebook where we've always been. This is the link to Gab TV. This is where all of our videos live, and you can find it. Any motivational video you want, conspiracy theories and chill, anything you want, right there. But let me say hi to everybody who's with us at the show tonight, the live show. I got to peep out with you right at the beginning. I like doing that. We didn't get a whole lot of time, but it's still fun. Hey, Lee, how are you? How are you, Joan, Helen, Lolly, Patricia, hey, Nora, Jordan, Samuel's here. Good to see you. All right, Patricia. And Tracy's here. Riley, Riz. Facebook doesn't like the Gab links. They don't. I don't know if it showed up on Facebook, but it's telling me it didn't. But all right. Good to see everybody. Sharing is caring. I haven't seen Ron, but he would tell you that if he was here. And it's true, because we're just a little independent show. So no matter where you're watching, when you're watching even, share it out, because you can't be late. And no matter where you're at, you're right on time. And thanks for coming to the show. It is our Tuesday night, which is motivation. That's our theme tonight. And really all that means at the moment is that we try to stay positive and work on ourselves and talk about things to improve on our lives. That video was about how you can achieve things that you want, and you're convinced that you can't. You're defeated by lies, and you need to believe and have faith in yourself and your potential. So things like this, that's what we do. I'm looking to bring in more like prep stuff, how to get ready for what's coming, because I know that we all can feel something coming quickly. And we're going to be talking more about getting ready for that kind of stuff. But spiritually, how to protect yourself, and mentally, we're already doing that. That's always the focus on Tuesday nights. Tomorrow night is conspiracy theories and chill. So come back for that. On Wednesday nights, we do conspiracy theories, where we talk about all kinds of things, anything really. And Thursdays is rants. And this Friday night, Gerard Kenyette Hay is coming back to the show, and he's got a lot to talk about. That's going to be great, and I always have a great time talking with Gerard. So is this Shazam? I don't even know. This came in the variety pack. I got a variety pack from the t-shirt place I used, where you get a discount, but you don't get to pick what you get. Just pick what size you want, and they send you 10 t-shirts. This was one of them. Is this Shazam? Oh, Ron is here. That's right. He's in Facebook jail. That's He was saying too much of something they don't want said. So they shut him down and took his ability to speak away. Riley says, everybody's saying it's coming, but it still looks really nice outside. Yeah, there's not much out my window that reflects it either. I have to agree with that. But just judging by what they're using their propaganda machine to project, it seems like a lot of red flags. Jordan, we're left to our own devices, but in a way that's also good, because really the only way to improve your situation is to take complete ownership and responsibility for it. That's really the hard thing that a lot of people don't want to do. Like in the video, it was talking about how you can do whatever you want, but you have to believe that. It comes from having faith and getting around the lies, even when it's hard to see the truth. Just knowing what it is and moving forward. Riley was going to keep making... She's going to make a scarf out of the red flags to keep them warm. That's beautiful. You're a giver. I like that. Trisha, you have to, though. We're surrounded by negativity, and this whole system is negative, but we don't have to let that drag us down. It's the purpose of it. We can rise above it, though, I feel, anyway. That's what we try to do on Tuesdays. We still talk about all the same things, but I always try to put a positive spin on it. Every time it starts to get negative, I try to bring it back. That's like the main commitment. It's still a discussion-driven chat show. We drive around the comments, whatever you guys want to talk about, really. I have a few things picked out to get into, but hey, Dolores. I don't know if I got you yet, Samuel, but hey, Samuel and KT and Ron, I said, is here. Him and KT are watching together. But there's a lot of stuff to get into and talk about tonight as well. A lot going on in the world, a lot of distraction. But whatever you want to discuss, really, we can talk about. But I just been focusing on what to do in our role here, as far as the message that we're sending out and the things we're trying to do in this mission. We have our philosophy that if it can be destroyed by the truth, then it should be. And that's great. And that gives us a strong foundation to build on. But what's the mission? And the more I think about it, the more I think that really to focus on those who already can see it, can understand and hear and be spoken to in the first place. So who will eventually be the leaders, I feel, when everything does go to shit? That's what I think will be a good mission for us to do. And just focus in that way. And just keep moving forward. But it's hard to do what we're doing, especially to talk about positivity even, But to share anything of real truth or value is very hard and getting harder and harder. Then I was thinking, though, anyone I really admire that does anything like this, they never achieved real success either. And then the ones that do, what happens to them that rise to real prominence and really get their voice out there? They kill them. So, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't want to be big so much. Maybe Babies is right. Ignore the stats and the numbers. And don't let them bother me. Lee says all the time, quality, not quantity. Very good point. That's what I want to do. I want to focus more on those people. And, there is less of those. But they're out there. And really, we just need to come together. And I think we could do a lot. So, yeah, the media is losing their shit. And yeah, laying it on heavy right now, but Lee says France is seriously doing what we as a people should be doing. It's beautiful what's happening there, and really scary what's happening in other places. Are you following the things that they're doing in New Zealand over one case of a 56-year-old man, I believe, coming down with their new Delta variant on a complete lockdown? Jordan is smoking on purple guava. Is that what you're smoking on? I don't know if that's a strain or not. But Riley, you're right. 18 months into 2 weeks to flatten the curve. This ain't going nowhere. It ain't going anywhere. And I'd love to stop talking about it. But it's not going anywhere. And then they're even talking about boosters going on forever for this juice. Well, I do pay attention to it. I don't watch it. But I do pay attention to it. You have to know your enemy. I think it's important. So if you look at, if you go to CNN, for example, which is hot garbage, I agree with you, Patricia. But if you go there and look at their front page, it's just interesting. When you understand that it's a propaganda machine, not news, and a weapon, I like to understand what they're doing. I think you need to. Oh, Bang Flavors. I did try that guava. It was pretty good. This is Purple Haze. I don't want to promote them, though, because they only like to use swimsuit models and sponsor swimsuit models and things. So I always try to show the back of the can where you can't really see it. And I probably shouldn't be drinking them at all. Like Paul was saying today, that and my cigarettes, if I would give those two things up, I would, A, have more money, and B, I'd probably feel better. Jordan says the new flu shot, you don't need that, though, because that's gone. We eradicated that. Riley says the World Bank says this ends March 31st, 2025. And I love it when people call me a conspiracy theorist when I say that, because I know I'm right. And they always do put it in plain sight, put it right out there. But, like Patricia was saying something about not being very motivational just now, and I guess it's not, but it's hard to be at times. Like there are certain news things that I picked out to discuss, and we probably still will. I don't know. Joan sent me a bunch of positive stories, and that would have been really nice to just talk about a bunch of positive things. I don't know that there's anything more important to talk about than preparing for what's coming. Because what's coming, I feel, is going to be important for us to lead in it and take our roles. Because again, in the big picture, it's personal responsibility, same as it is in the little individual picture, just talking about yourself. The only way to change anything is to own it and take responsibility and do the work. So, I don't know. And it's probably because I have a teenage kid, well, a couple, that are worried about it, beginning their lives and what they see around them and what you see in the media. So, but as far as it being motivational, I think the good news is, as depressing as some of the things are and overwhelming as they may seem, I think we come out on the other end victorious. And actually, I think the cause of their panic and rapidness they're moving at is from us doing much better than they ever thought we would at raising the awareness and helping people understand what's really going on and the level of deception in this world. So there's positive things there too. I just feel like in multiple ways, we're heading for a bad mess. Financially, maybe health-wise. Who knows what this does? I don't know. I just got taken down for medical misinformation. I'm not going to try to tell you, but maybe that. And famine, controlled, organized, and created. They're having farmers destroy their crops. So in many ways, we're heading for a bad time. I don't want to ignore any of that. It'd be nice to just talk about positive stories. That would be fun. Something we could do. You guys are really the boss. If that's what you'd rather do, I'm open to that. The news is just, you see it. If you look for it. And this is looking for actual stories. And you really dig. They're mandating this juice for the military. And that's frightening to me. A lot of it is frightening. There's different stories I have up here. None of them are really related to each other by much. It's mostly just to show, some of them are to show how messed up things are and how serious it is. Even if we don't want to talk about it, which I don't. I'm dying to not talk about it. It's unavoidable. I had to check. I didn't know what we looked like. But like this was something I wanted to talk about just because, you know what? I get that they lied about him. Johnny Depp is who's on screen for anyone listening. And he's saying to his Hollywood, or says to his fans, that Hollywood's boycotting him and calls his fans his real employers. The guy's a very talented actor. Into some fucked up shit. Let's be honest. Into the occult, in the big club. I don't know what he did to be shamed, but sometimes shame is part of it. And they put you through that. So I don't know. I'm not ready to give this dude a free pass. And then this article that I want to talk about briefly has to do with this reporter who's Canadian and how she's concerned that from now on, because she doesn't want to get this, that she's not going to be able to be around her family and will have to speak to them through a screen and just FaceTime with them forever because she's not allowed to be around them. While a lot of people are having to make that choice with their own livelihoods, including nurses who were heroes not that long ago. Now, because they don't want a medical procedure, they're being thrown under the bus. So again, it's unavoidable. Like on the Morning Yank today, we showed that picture of those children walking down the hallway in school, all masked up and cross-armed. You can't not talk about it. But again, like I said in the beginning, we could try to be positive about it. We can try to focus on how we can change it. We can. We're allowing it. But, I think that really begins by working on you, on yourself, and in your own community. As Riley was saying, what's going on outside my window is also very different from the reality being presented in the media. So that's more where you need to focus anyway. And on yourself. And that begins with working on yourself and controlling your thoughts, not defeating yourself or buying into the negativity and the lies. So as far as mission goes, I think that's where I'm going to try to focus on that. We'll still talk about everything that we always did. It's just I used to cater more to people that might be stumbling along and may not know these things, and I wanted it to be real accessible. It still is, but It more needs to be focused on how to improve it instead of constantly whining about it. A lot of people will get on and tell you a lot about it and lay it all out before you and help you understand how badly you're being screwed, but not really help you much with what you're supposed to do. Or they'll lead you towards some politician, which is bullshit and a distraction. So I think there's something to be done there. There's a lane there. I'm going to try to find my place in that. And that's what we'll do. And moving forward, I like I said, want to bring in more people that are teaching about how to prepare and things to do. Joan says small acts of kindness can change a life. That's very true, and it's the little things. It really is. They add up. And those are the things you can do instead of feeling defeated. Tracy says God is the God of promise. These entities feed on fear. Vile creatures gone rogue. That's absolutely true. They literally feed on fear. Keep humanity in a state of fear and feed on that negative energy. They do. Jordan says the news tries to lead us by their agenda. And it's like me and Paul were talking about this morning on the Morning Yank. They can't focus on more than one thing at a time. And I think it's because the brainwashing is so intense and so focused, they can't do two things at once. They need it to all be one thing. Like, to use CNN as an example one more time. If you go there right now, their whole front page is Afghanistan, which we all know is a bullshit created, orchestrated situation. They're trying to do whatever with this constant coverage of it, but they seem to not be able to focus on two things at the same time. 4 days ago, it was all Rona and juice. Lolly says, I don't want to argue with them anymore about effectiveness and possible damage that the juice does. We need to talk about laws, rights, mandates, and them working for us. I agree with everything she just said. That's very well said. These are the things we need to do. And these, again, a lot of what she listed is local. Your state and local level laws are what really affect and apply to you. The federal level is theater. It's just, and it has no effect on you, really. They really don't do anything for you. I mean, think about it. Oh, that's bad news, Joan. I'm sorry to hear that. Marie was saying something very similar this morning on the Morning Yank. It's sad. That is the proper way to say wash, by the way. I'm tired of this shaming. We bastardize the English language anyway and then call it our own. If Shawn was here, he'd tell you. So, I don't know. I don't know that anybody's right. I think wash sounds better. And earlier, Patricia was talking about washing your ass, and I can get you a deal on some high quality soap. We'll talk about that more later on, too. Oh, cool. Good news. Mine neither. I've spoken to all of them now, except one, and all of them know not to get this thing. Well, everybody's got their price. Riz says that she'll get this thing when they give out some free Kraft mac and cheese. Well, in a way, you can kind of get that already. Not to push you towards it or anything, but you can go to Walmart right now and get you a $50 Walmart gift card, buy you some Kraft mac and cheese, a whole cart full. That thing is badass. Jordan was talking about his Segway. He said he loves the Segway. I saw that. I saw the video you shared of you riding that thing. It's neat. And it's sleek, man. And it don't make hardly any sound. That thing looks fun as hell. Live your dreams, man. I'm glad you got that thing. That looks cool. Lolly says there's school boards wanting to make masks optional, but the state will pull everything. No funding. Diplomas won't be recognized. Unreal. And then other governors, like DeSantis, right? is talking about not funding schools that require them. There's a lot going on. Rand Paul is also speaking for people and calling for people to stand up for their rights and to resist, which I think is very important right now. Dude, I thought that's what that motorcycle was called. And there's something called a Segway. I also know that yes, I do know a Segway is also that, changing from topic to topic. I honestly thought that's what your little motorcycle was called. I really did. So, there's that. What is it called? And what am I making that up in there? Like some kind of bike that's called a Segway? I feel like there is. Oh, the stand-up thing is a Segway. I see. Well, I don't know about a lot of fancy stuff. I got empty pocket syndrome. I don't have a lot of fancy things. What did you think about the Johnny Depp thing? I know it was brief and I just kind of shit on him for no reason, but I just wanted to point out that, yeah, okay, this particular person lied about him, and I don't know why they're slandering him, but they do that at times, and he's still into some deep shit. A lot of stuff. Hangs out with all these people, is in all the same groups. I like his acting, but that's it. That's boring as shit. Really, they call it an electric bike and you bought it? You paid money for something called an electric bike? I would make up a cool name for it. That's just me. I wouldn't be like, hey guys, I'm going to get on my electric bike and ride up to the store. I would rather call it a Segway and be wrong than call it an electric bike. I'm just teasing. I would make up a name for it. And that part I'm not kidding about. But I do that for a lot of things. Joan says she likes the hat. I wear a hat usually on the show. It's part of my look. And she says I have good taste. I actually don't pick my hat. Before the show, Babels picks my hat. I usually give her like 2 or 3 choices. And she makes that decision. And then Riley was upset this morning because I wasn't wearing a hat at all. I was bald-headed. And she's like, where's your hat? Well, that is now an option as well. And sometimes Babels picks bald-headed. Thinks it looks better. I don't know. It's up to her. A Vrike. I knew we could name this thing. And yes, that's what I would do. And now, from now on, Jordan, it is called your Vrike. If you call it anything else, I don't know what's wrong with you. You ride your black Vrike home, not your electric bike, your Vrike. I'm going to hook you up. Well, I'm not trying to sell their bikes. Vrikes, rather. Sorry. I already messed it up. But, that's nice. You want to give them a free commercial. I'm just telling you, you want to sound cool. From now on, you will call it a Vrike. I'm sure you did. 80 hours a week. Man, you work too hard. You work harder than Paul. That's how you get rich, though. Probably got them diamond hands, too. That's how Paul got rich. Paul got so rich, he's buying $3,000 guitars. It's crazy. A lot of money. A lot of money in mechanics. That's what he does. He knows how to use his hands. Jordan's a chef. Room bike. I like that, too. Vrike. It's good. I like it. I'm going to have to put Lolly in charge of branding. Why else would you come on? To not sound cool? Are you saying come on social media and be yourself? You're talking about one of the bravest things to do. No one does that. I'm sorry. I have a lot of questions. There's a lot to unpack in that comment. This guy says, sharing as soon as I can get internet and don't have to go offline. Kind of curious how you're watching it right now without the internet. That's weird to me. Sandy says, I don't think empty pocket syndrome comes from the McDonald's wages. They don't pay a livable wage, unfortunately. Maybe time to do a different thing. Oh, wait. She said she thinks it does. First off, you'd be kind of blown away how much better I do than you'd imagine. And second, I like that job. It's flexible for me. They give me exactly what I want as far as hours and when I work. There's multiple reasons why I like it. And, you know, as far as the livable wage thing, that point you were making there, nobody does, you know, and rapidly the wage is increasing in my particular industry. But that will go up across the board, because what people need to realize is they always could pay you more. But as far as maybe to do a different thing, that's nice. I appreciate your advice, but it was unsolicited. You know, but happiness should never be something that you allow to be gauged by others, and or what you do, what you feel is important. Any of that should always gauge it yourself. Don't let that have too much weight on you at all, anyway. But that's how I feel about it. I feel that's the best way to be content, is to not let other people's views and opinions influence your own much. A lot of times they really don't even understand your experience or your reasons for anything. You know, and it's ultimately coming from a place of ignorance. Sometimes more than other times. But you can focus on positivity. And the good news is you do have unlimited potential that is hidden from you, kept from you, and you're lied to about it. And you're sold all this bullshit in this negative world that tries to defeat you and keep you weak and in a position where you're emanating negativity that they feed on. Plus, a lot of people would say, you know, it's Satan's money. Tiny houses. Riley's talking about tiny houses. Those are neat, right? I like those. Those are kind of cool. And as an introvert, I don't need a house that's much bigger than this room. Like a couple more, like a kitchen and a bathroom. That'd be good. Hey, Babbles. How you do? Sandy says, not advice, just thinking about your comment about not affording health insurance, for example. Again, kind of wage shaming, which is shitty. I'm going to let it go. You know what I mean? It's a system that is disgusting, and it's for everyone across the board. You know, a lot of times people will be like, well, why should they get that when I don't get that? You should be getting much more. It goes all the way up. It's the system that's disgusting. Right, Babels?
Yes.
I agree. Babels is pretty good compared to like the past couple of weeks. It's like walking around stuff. That's new. Still not really quickly. Where are you going?
I'm trying to get one of your time shirts.
She's looking for a shirt. What'd you get? Oh, that's a good one. Booyah. That is an old one. I haven't worn that in forever. Nice. It's a uniform of champions. Lolly says hi.
Hello.
Lee says, imagine the mileage you get without having to carry other people. I don't know what he's talking about there. Yeah, that's true, Joan. For Joan wants her to know that for her information, McDonald's pays the same starting wage as the steel fabrication factory near Joan. You know, a lot of people assume it's less than it is, but
Can Joan do maintenance at McDonald's?
Yeah.
For disabilities?
She could. Like Charles and Tina. Tina when she used to work there, she was part-time too.
Saying something for.
That's not what we were talking about, though. Sandy was saying that I should get a different job. That my empty pocket syndrome is because I work at McDonald's. Yeah,
You pay more. They pay more than anywhere else.
I know. That's what she said, though.
Yeah, that's-
It's one of the higher paying places around here, anyway. And one of the largest employers in the United States next to McDonald's, or next to Walmart. Hey, Darlene, how are you? But, what do you guys want to talk about or get into, discuss before we wrap up tonight? Make sure you come back tomorrow, though. It's Conspiracy Theories and Chill on Wednesday nights. We gather and talk about conspiracy theories. And then just to remind you, the morning yank this morning was really good. I was really proud of how it turned out. It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
You know, I've even listened to the podcast version now, which I always feel is better because your imagination can run wild. And it even sounds better. But I liked it. It was good. Wall to wall. Thought it was really solid. And you should check it out. I did accidentally stream it to the wrong Facebook page. So you'll find it on this page on Facebook instead of the Morning Yank page. Everywhere else, right where you're at. And then on Podbean, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, anywhere you get a podcast. We're not wrapping up yet. Oh, is Riley leaving? Okay. Yeah, I was just reminding you. I want to promote the Morning Yank and remind you to check it out.
Sarah Squash.
I'm going to talk about Squatch here in a minute, but before that, I'm going to play one more thing that everybody loves, and then I'll be right back. Hey, while you got a minute, let me talk to you. Do you have excellent taste? Do you love cool t-shirts? Then you need some sweet Shawn Yankey Show swag. And do I have just the place for you? The official Shawn Yankey Show merchandise store. Your home for the best t-shirts, stickers, and cool official Shawn Yankey Show swag around. Check out this sweet tee. Or this premium stylish hoodie. What about this sweet coffee mug? Support our shows and help us grow in style at the Shawn Yankey Show merchandise store. Stick around. Shawn will be right back and there's more show to come. See that? That's the merch store. You can get all kinds of merchandise from the show right there at the merchandise store. So again, to speak to that earlier point about how I should do something else, I already kind of am. I do like the music in that commercial, Lee. That is really cool. I want to do a new one, though. You know, I accidentally deleted that. I did. I accidentally deleted a lot of shit. I was trying to clear up space on the computer. And I deleted a whole folder of old conspiracy theories and chill videos and stuff like that, show stuff, on accident. I didn't mean to. I was trying to go too quick, and I deleted it on accident and didn't realize I did it. And then I cleared the whole cache. Now it's gone. Heard there's a way to get it back, but Sandy is upset. She says, keep your damn job. I don't care what you do for a living. Just take care of yourselves. If possible, financial disaster like driving without insurance, not fun to worry about. Don't get upset. I mean, no one asked you to say it. You put it out there. I used it, you know, and that was just my views on it. You gave your opinion. I gave mine. There's no reason to be upset about it. You can get all emotional. It's positivity night. Yeah. Riz says, yeah, most people don't have insurance, actually.
I do. It cost me $246 a month.
Nice. Good job. Riley says, you make the money, then you die. You know what's neat? I was watching a documentary about bees and the hexagonal structures of honeycombs. That was neat. There's a lot of neat in nature. There's something else positive you can throw out there. Nature's neat. Like I was showing that video of the night sky. Kept going back to that. Huh? Bayless, nobody can hear you. You always forget that.
Does anybody know what honey is?
Everybody know what honey is? I don't know what honey is, I guess. I'm not sure. Why?
I will answer you in the comments. What is honey made from?
Bayless wants to know what honey is made from.
No, I know. Ask them.
She wants you to tell her what honey's made from.
That's my question.
Jordan says he doesn't have insurance for the vet for 10 years.
No, I'm talking about car insurance.
Bayless, no one can hear you.
I said I was talking about car insurance.
Car insurance, I don't know. I'm not following. I don't care. I don't like insurance. I don't like the concept of it at all. You know, Joan wanted to send me a medical prescription discount card. Those make me angry. It made me mad when I went to Walmart to pick up your pills and they told me, hold on a second, and did some shit. And then they were $40 cheaper. I was like, fuck you then. They should have never been the price you were charging for them. You shouldn't have to get stupid cards and jump through different hoops to get a decent price. That's ridiculous. Our system is so disgusting. Darlene says it's from bee vomit. That's the only answer. She says bee spit. So you're right, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. I wasn't talking about the production of honey. I was talking about the structure of the honeycomb and why they build a hexagonal structure. That's neat.
I think the hornet's nest is pretty amazing. And ground wasps.
I don't know anything about the hornet's nest.
Oh, really? Wow.
We got to get you one of those Garth Brooks microphones that you can wear over there, and then people can hear you.
Keep talking about that. You never do.
I know, but Sandy says it's bee shit.
That is correct. It is bee shit, not bee vomit.
All right. You're right, Sandy. You win. Virtual internet high five. Good job. I didn't know that. I know bees are neat. It's fascinating. You know, there's a lady, or I don't know if it's a lady, but there's a collection of beehives on my way to work. Somebody's got their own little beehives, raising bees.
Terry's got some on her property.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we'll talk about it if you want. Sandy says, I never said you should get a different job, did I? Yeah, you did. She said, just wondering why you would not cover your family with health insurance available to you through your work. I already told you, because it's too expensive. Not that I'm for the system either, but it could save your ass just in case something or an accident happens. Right, you know, again, like older people that maybe choosing between pills or dinner, shit like that. I get it. I'm trying to address Sandy has an important concern, and I'm explaining reality to her because she doesn't understand it. So you have so much money to live on. You could pay for something that might happen, or you could get like food and shit. Like a lot of times I make the decision to get the food.
You couldn't cover me anyway.
No one can hear you.
I said you couldn't cover me anyway. We're not married.
Murder hornets are back, Joan says. Yeah. And yeah, we're not legally married as far as the system goes. So even if I had insurance to my job, it wouldn't cover Babels. So multiple reasons. Jordan asked, did they bump you with the hiring freeze? We actually didn't experience a hiring freeze here. We're in a situation now. Of course, they've hired some people, but they had so few that they had to go to shortened hours. We're having trouble finding enough people. Why are you sorry? This is a show. I'm glad you're laughing your ass off. That's great. Congratulations. Enjoy it however you'd like. Professional operation around here, Jordan. Professional. Everybody says they can hear you. This mic must be amazing. Jordan says he can hear you. If Joan can hear you, then I'm convinced it's amazing because Joan, she has problems with hearing stuff. She struggled a lot. We used to talk about all the time getting her a better speaker. Remember, she never could hear us.
Right.
On the old mic. This one's better, though. Well, at least you're aware. She says, yeah, you're right. I don't understand. There's a lot of things, circumstances. Should never really judge others.
Everybody's own perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody lives by their own life.
Right. Still thrown off by this one. The comment from Sky earlier that she would share if she had internet. Curious as to how that comment was placed. Joan can hear you too. All right, everybody. This mic's great. I did a great job picking this out. And this is an internet purchase. I always say I can't make a good internet purchase. I made this purchase on the internet. I think it would be really neat if I would get my soundboard hooked up and be able to do effects like Paul does on the Morning Yank, which was great today, by the way. Everybody should go and check that out. And then, like I said, make sure to return, especially Friday night, every night at 8 p.m., but especially Friday night for Gerard. I'm looking forward to having him back on because he's like setting himself up a whole new way of life off grid and trying to be as self-sufficient as possible. He's got a lot to talk about, I'm sure. So that's going to be great. Looking forward to all that. What's your favorite night, Babels?
My favorite? I like the Morning Yank. Because you never know what you're going to get.
Did you watch it today?
Yeah, I was in here with you.
I know. You saw my end. Did you get to see Paul's end? You couldn't hear Paul?
It was on a different site and I didn't know it until you said it. And then I was already too comfortable reading and listening to it. I didn't want to get up.
You can always watch it later. You can't be late.
I know that, but I didn't. But I heard it. I was listening.
You heard half of it.
Don't be a hater.
But yeah, the Morning Yank apparently is Babel's favorite. My favorite night, I don't know what it would be. I'm not sure. I have a lot of fun on Wednesdays. That's fun. We can talk about anything. Wednesday nights we do conspiracy theories. Thursday night's good though, too. I like that. All of them are my favorite. I guess the Morning Yank. I agree with Babels. She's pretty smart. Everybody is a big fan of yours. Everybody's talking about you.
I'm a superstar, Babel.
Jordan loves our lighting. He likes the way I light this show up. I'm trying to get a banner behind me. I made one. I designed one on our merchandise site. I just haven't ordered it yet because of EPS. Oh, Babels is here. Yeah, that guy that used to make videos. Lolly's talking, of course, about the Midnight Rider. The Midnight Rider used to make videos. I remember him. He used to ride here. I don't know. I thought he was going to ride on that Tesla video. I really did, but nothing so far. I did not know that the Murder Hornets were making a comeback. I kind of felt like they tried to throw that out there and get it to sell.
They're
And
ginormous.
I know they're very big.
They live in the ground.
They live in the ground?
Yeah, we have some at the store right on the back step.
Oh, really? You have them at the store?
Yeah.
You've seen a local murder hornet.
For real. They're about that big. They're about, I'd say about 2 inches long.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've heard, like 2 to 3 inches.
Yeah, I keep spraying the wasp killer down the holes, but that doesn't kill them. Or hornet killer, whatever. That doesn't kill them.
She says hornet killer doesn't kill them, the spray.
I spray it directly down the hole.
Hmm.
They try to attack when I'm out there burning trash.
Oh, Jordan says this is the Grateful Dead symbol, lazy lightning. He wasn't talking or complimenting my lighting at all.
Shirt.
Yeah, he was talking about the shirt. That's twice now I've gotten him wrong. I often get the comments wrong, too, by the way. Sometimes you're talking to each other and I take it wrong entirely. But thanks everybody for hanging out and participating in the show tonight. And like I said, make sure to come back tomorrow for Conspiracy Theories and Chill. Oh, Babels is right. I didn't mention. I'm not fully aware of how to do everything that I'm able to do now, but we are an official affiliate for Dr. Squatch. As you know, I was always talking about this soap. Well, Joan encouraged me to reach out, and we got approved to be an affiliate. So I can give out official links and stuff. And then if you click on my link and go there and make a purchase, I get credit for it and commission on the sale. So I wanted to share that link with you here real quick about a current sale that ends tomorrow, actually. So right now I'm sharing it in the live, and I'll add it to the other places later. But you go to that link and then you enter this code, Summer25 at checkout, and any purchase of $50 or above, you get 25% off. And then I'll get credit for your purchase as well. So it's something else cool you can do to support the show, but also get yourself something. That soap is amazing. I love that soap. I really do. I wouldn't lie to you about it. It's great soap. That's why I first started talking about it. It's just, Joan was like, you shouldn't really be talking about it for free all the time. Well, now we're not. So now you can go to these links. I got other ones. When I start figuring out how to share them with you more, I'll give them to you more. But, pretty cool. There's also banners that can put on my site, like the website. And you click on the banner and I'll get credit that way too for the link click, other things we can do. But we're official affiliates for Dr. Squatch, so I wanted to mention that. But yeah, go to that link if you want to buy some soap. They got shampoo, toothpaste, all kinds of stuff. You spend $50 or more, that'll get you 25% off. And yep, now you can, Patricia, officially, it's time. You can go and wash your ass with some fantastic soap. It's awesome. And Babels is right. It's not just for men. Women can use it too. No one will stop you. And they're amazing.
Because women have different pheromones and it smells differently on them.
Oh, really? You tried it and it's okay? It's good though?
Yeah. It smells differently on me than it does you.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Nice. She said it smells different on women, apparently, than men. And it's still good.
Pheromones.
So you used the one that's in there right now?
No, I didn't use that one tonight. I used the blackout soap that we have in the water or in the dispenser.
Oh, that was pine tar.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now I'm on Obi-Wan. I have the Star Wars collection right now. Paul's very jealous. But there's 4 different bars in that. I started with Darth Maul. Now I'm on Obi-Wan.
Paul better be getting on his Dr. Squatch.
He's way behind. He likes Wood Barrel Bourbon. That's what he's got right now. I had that recently. It is good. Wood Barrel Bourbon.
That one is good, but I do like the one from Star Wars.
The one I want to get again that I had before is the eucalyptus one.
That one is really good.
That one was good.
That one is about my favorite.
And Bay Rum, I like that one a lot. They have a candle now even for Bay Rum.
All of them are really good.
They are. I think that's enough. That's pretty good. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's cool. I'm happy about that. I just got to figure out how to do it and where to put these links. But I will see you guys tomorrow night at 8 p.m. for Conspiracy Theories and Chill. Have a great night. Enjoy the rest of it. Good night.